Everyone, welcome back to Juby's Kitchen. I hope everyone is doing amazing. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a very delicious non-slimy okra soup or okra stew, meaning there'll be much more tomatoes in this stew. So keep on watching and I'll see you next time. For this recipe, I've got here shaki or tribes, I've got beef meat, and that's it, a mix of everything. And I've also got some fish. This is the black sea bream that I'm going to add later on. I have also prepared my onion, garlic, ginger. Okay, so this stew is very simple, beginners friendly. And as for the seasoning, I have got here some all-purpose seasoning from the brand Jumbo. Please use the one you like. I am also going to be adding some rosemary, and I've got some table salt. So let's get started with the meat. So the meat has already been washed, okay, and I did it off camera, so I said beef and tribes. Then I'm going to blend my onion, garlic, ginger and pepper, and I'm also adding some rosemary. This is red rosemary. Please feel free to use a fresh one. I'm going to add some salt. Then I'm going to add some all-purpose seasoning. So you see, very easy. Then I am going to add beef seasoning powder, and I'm going to add some water. So this is about a cup of water. Then I'm going to blend it until smooth. I'm using my hand mixer, but please use your stand mixer or any other mixer that you have. Now we are going to pour it all over the meat. Next, I am going to just rinse my hand blender and pour the water on the meat. Okay, now cover and let it simmer for about 20-25 minutes. So hey guys, this is me. I am back and I'm checking on my meat. This is after 10-15 minutes, just to give it a little stir. Okay, but make sure your meat is ready, that your meat is thoroughly cooked but not overcooked. Okay, so now I'm going to put the lid back on and wait a few more minutes. Hi guys, so I waited about 3 to 4 minutes because I wanted to add in my black sea bream, and as you can see I just have that fish, so I wanted to cook it or steam it directly with the meat. So just for a few minutes, not too much, okay, or else the fish will be overcooked and damaged. Okay, so let's say about 5 to 7 minutes. Hey guys, so I am back now. So I said 5 to 7 minutes, but in between this 5 to 7 minutes I waited about 2 to 3 minutes just to turn the fish over, okay, to make sure it's steams on the other side. Okay, so then I am going to put the lid back on, and I'm still cooking it on a medium to high heat, guys. Okay, so this is the perfect time for me to remove the fish, and as you can see it still looks nice. It's not been damaged. It's because I didn't leave it for long. So now let's remove the fish and keep it aside. And by the way, my meat is also cooked, so I'm going to turn the heat off and keep it aside whilst I prepare the gumbo or okra. Okay guys, so let's prepare the okra. So my dear friends, this is the fresh okra. I have already washed it, and there are two ways of cutting the okras. Either you do it manually and you cut it or chop it very finely. Okay, I do that when I've got plenty of time, but here I don't have time, so I've shown you how to do it like this. But what I do is I just cut it into two, just as you can see here, and the big ones I cut them into 3, and then I just chuck them into my food processor. Easy, quick, and it does the same job. Okay, and then I just put the lid on. No water, make sure you do not add any water, and put it on pearls, and that's it. So then I'll transfer it into my pot. And guys, trust me, this saves so much time. Just use a food processor. And that's it. Next, I am going to add water. So I've got here between 900 grams of 1 kg of okras here. And for that, I am going to add about 3 cups of water. Okay. So I've already added the first one. This is the second cup of water. Sometimes I do add 3.5 cups, but usually it depends if I have a bit more okra or not. So now I'm just going to stir it lightly, and then I'm going to put it on the stove, but not to overcook it. So here it is, guys. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes. So I am stirring it now. Then I'm going to add some onions. You don't have to do it, but I like having some onions in my okra. Okay, please feel free to add maybe spinach or any other veggies you like. Okay, so now stir and leave it to cook for a further 2-3 minutes. Okay, and then turn it off and leave it aside. Make sure you do not overcook it. So my okra is ready now. Now let's get on to the stew. So I'm going to add here some palm oil, and I always use zomi when I can, as much as I can, or else I just use normal palm oil. So here I'm going to blend some ginger, garlic, onion and pepper, and some chopped tomatoes. So this is a lot of chopped tomatoes because it is not a slimy okra stew. Okay, so now I'm going to add in my sliced onion, and then I'm going to fry it until it becomes translucent. So between 5 and 7 minutes on a medium heat. And also please feel free to add less palm oil. Okay, you don't have to add that much. Next, I am going to add the blended garlic, ginger and pepper. Then I am going to stir it and let it fry for about 7 to 10 minutes on a medium heat. Next, this is very optional, but I'm just adding just half a tablespoon of tomato puree. Okay, but you don't have to. Then I let it for about 5 minutes. Then I added my chopped tomatoes. So as I said, this is a lot of chopped tomatoes because I'm making a completely non-slimy okra stew or soup. Okay, so now stir it. Cover and let it cook for about 20-25 minutes. Hi guys, I am back again. This is after 20 minutes, and I'm going to stir, and then I'm going to add some dawadawa. You know, I love dawadawa in okra stew, whether slimy or not slimy. I really like the taste. So if you can, please use dawadawa, or else you could have used momoni when you were frying the onions in the beginning. But if you do have this wonderful dawadawa, please add it at this right moment and stir it, and add in your meat with the meat stock or meat broth. Okay, this is it. Next, stir gently. at this moment you can add in your cooked fish, like sea bream or any other fish type you like. Okay, then I'm going to add seasoning. So I have all-purpose seasoning from Ashen. Really tastes good, you should try it. Then I am also going to add a little bit of salt to taste, and then that's it. Then I'm going to stir it gently because I know I have got fish in there. Okay guys, so we are almost done with our non-slimy okra stew. Now we are going to add in the okra. Now we are going to stir gently, always remembering we've got fish in there. Okay, and then we're going to let it cook for about 5-10 minutes, and that's it. Look at this, my non-slimy okra stew is ready and it is looking good. So this stew is for those that have a problem with the sliminess of okra, and I can understand it's not very appealing sometimes. So yes, you have an alternative here with this recipe here, and it's not slimy, or even if it is, it's very little. So now I'm going to serve it. I'm going to eat this with my banku. Please eat it with whatever you like. If you have kenke, go ahead and eat it with it. So this is the end of my recipe. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, to subscribe, to leave a message, thumbs up, and I'll see you next time for another recipe. Bye.